Is the law of assumption real or fake? Yes and no. There is a major caveat when applying the law of assumption that will make or break how successful you are at applying it. I've read Neville Goddard's books time and time again, applied the knowledge and helped numerous people through the years, and let me tell you, most people have it twisted when it comes to the law of assumption. By the end of the video you'll know if it's real or fake, and I'll give you techniques on how to apply it correctly. You will know what living in the state of the wish fulfilled actually is, and at the end of the video I'll be giving away a free 30-minute coaching session with me to one lucky viewer, so stay tuned to see how you can participate. First, I want to state and make the distinction that the law of attraction and law of assumption are not the same thing. Yes, both concepts are rooted in the idea that thoughts and beliefs shape one's reality, but the law of assumption is a lot more logical in my opinion. While the law of attraction suggests that the energy you emit, whether positive or negative, will attract corresponding experiences into your life, the law of assumption goes a bit deeper. It centers around the idea that your personal assumptions and beliefs shape your reality through impressing the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, imagination and God are used interchangeably by Neville Goddard. My beliefs are that all our subconscious minds are connected, and when you make an impression that your desire is already here and live in the end of the wish fulfilled, your subconscious will then trigger a bridge of incidents that will lead you to your manifestation. As the Bible says, I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. In the same manner, the conscious and the subconscious are one, but the subconscious is much more powerful. It will craft a perfect plan of execution to lead you to your desire, and it will influence the behavior of other people to give you opportunities and put you in situations that you couldn't have imagined with your mind alone. This is why you should always leave the planning to your subconscious mind and use your conscious mind as a gatekeeper to allow only positive ideas and beliefs into it and reject all that can negatively affect you. Or in other words, the much more limited conscious mind should be used as a steering wheel to guide the subconscious. Use it to imagine the end result, but not the path by which you get to it. And now on to the question, is the law of assumption real? Is it true? Yes, it is, but as I said in the beginning, there is a major misinterpretation that stops people from achieving results with it. Before I go on to explain and give you guys practical tips and techniques, please like the video to amplify our collective reach and inspire even more lives. So as it's stated by the law of assumption, you should assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And that's where most people get it wrong. They assume that their desire is coming to them or that it will come to them. That is not what is stated by the law, and when I realized it, it made all the difference in my experience. By believing the thing you want already exists in your life, you manifest it into experience. You should not assume that your wish is going to happen. You should assume that the wish already happened and feel as it's already here. And now you may ask, okay, my wish is to be a millionaire, but I don't have millions of dollars, I'm barely making ends meet, so how do I live in a state of the wish fulfilled if every time I go to the grocery store I'm checking for the cheapest foods? And I totally agree that living in the state of the wish fulfilled can be very challenging, especially when facing financial struggles. So let me introduce a shift. Living in the state of the wish fulfilled starts from within. It's how you feel on the inside, your emotions, your thoughts, and what you tell yourself. The things that happen outside of you, how people react, what you have to do, or the events that occur, they all come after you've taken on a certain state. So trying to make the outside things happen from your old state, it doesn't work. A state is a feeling that you practice on the inside, and that is what the law is all about. You want to feel safe and prosperous, so try this instead. When you have to buy something you need, even if it's not the fanciest, say this in your head: all the money I spent come back to me multiplied. This will instantly shift your mindset and make spending a lot more carefree, as it should be. When you go into the store, imagine the feeling of being able to buy whatever you want. Feel how great that is. Start seeing the infinite abundance in life. Look at nature. Trees are the definition of abundance. They're a source that doesn't stop giving. Not only that, but go outside and look around you. What do you see? Businesses, buildings, cars. There are countless people that made those things and are profiting heavily from it every single day. So if they can do it, why can't you do it? It's a shift in the mindset and in the self-concept that needs to happen. All of this is doing the same thing, making you feel abundant, secure and prosperous. And since everything is reflecting you, things will start to happen to show you that state. As the thinker thinks, the prover proves. Now I'll give you two techniques you can use to easily apply the law of assumption. First is what Neville calls visualizing in a state akin to sleep. This is the most powerful technique you can use to impress the subconscious mind, as then you'll be using all of your 5 senses to make the scene as real as possible. It goes like this. When you're going to bed tonight, lay in a position that you don't usually sleep in, and for most people that is laying on their back. Now start counting down from a high number until you reach a drowsy state. This state is the most direct connection to your subconscious mind, and we will use it to impress our imaginal scene onto it. Now imagine a scene where your desire is already met. Give it all the tones of reality through your 5 senses and embody the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This is key here. Now loop this scene over and over again until you fall asleep or until you feel your desire is already met. After that, drop the practice because it's done. In the background, your subconscious mind already triggered a bridge of incidents that will lead you to your manifestation. The second method is if you struggle to visualize like myself and want to introduce a change in your self-concept. Affirmations are a form of self-hypnosis that, if listened to and repeated consistently for a couple of weeks, will introduce a shift in how you think, act, how you carry yourself and how others see you and behave towards you. On my channel I have a ton of affirmation tapes and I'm constantly making new ones. Plus I have a 24-hour affirmations live stream that is the highest quality I've put out yet. It is specifically designed to put you in a state of love, health, abundance and success. You can tune in anytime during the day or even while sleeping if you want faster results. The key here is consistency. Self-concept shifting is not for the lazy. There are physical changes that will happen in your brain if you persist, but you have to be determined and take the time each day to listen and repeat the affirmations. Yes, it will take a little bit of time, but it's still the fastest way I found to change your self-concept and eliminate any negative limiting beliefs and shift them into positive ones that will flow into all areas of your life. If you want to make a request about a certain affirmation track, leave it in the comments below and I might make that. Now shifting gears a bit from talking about manifesting, I want to address those of you who are stuck in a victim mindset. Here is the thing I've observed. God will provide you with resources to the exact proportion of the effort you're putting into your purpose. You might have a clear idea of what you want in life, but if you're not consistently putting in the effort, being a bit lazy, not pursuing your purpose or being downright ungrateful, it is unrealistic to expect God to shower you with blessings. God will not give you energy, mental clarity, creativity or resources if you're not putting in the effort. Those were my 2 cents. Hopefully it motivates someone to take inspired action and start working on his purpose, because by doing this you'll naturally shift into the right mindset. Things will naturally start falling into their place as you pursue your highest purpose. Now that my rant is over, I want to give something back to you for sticking till the end of this video, and this is a free 30-minute coaching session you can win by subscribing and leaving a comment of your most recent manifestation success story or the one you want to share the most. In exactly 2 weeks I'll pick one lucky winner who subscribed and left his story in the comments to arrange a 30-minute coaching call with him. Hope that video gave you a little bit more insight on the law of assumption, and don't forget to like for even more transformative content.